Hi guys, I know it's been a while. I've took a little trip and I've had a lot of things go on. I'm still waiting on answers for my surgery, but I wanted to talk about autism. My 10-year-old son is autistic. He's in the autism spectrum. And what I want to say is that when some people think autism, they think the nonverbal, non-talking, don't pay attention autism. My son is actually the opposite than that. It's called hypersensitivity autism or hypersensitive autism and hyperactive, I think, or something like that. But it's like he is extra hyper and cannot tell the real world from the fantasies that are like imagination that he has, and a lot of different things. A lot. I can tell you a couple things on this video, but at the end I'm going to attach one of my favorite videos I ever caught of him. Um, he can't stop moving. Can't stop moving constantly. And he was in his room and he's so brilliant, that like he makes sounds with his mouth, clicking noises like an instrument, and like he would just make his own music. And with me loving music, you know how much I do, it melted my heart. So I have a video that I'm going to try to attach to this video at the end. What I want to talk about though is that if you're an autistic parent like I am, it is hard. I mean, there's sometimes, this is going to sound wrong, but there's sometimes, that I just, for how much he talks and talks and talks and talks, and the hyper, I just like my energy, my fatigue, how much that I have no energy in my body, it's hard to deal with. So sometimes I just wish that he had the nonverbal, it maybe might be better, but then like, there's days that I don't, because it's just, I don't know, it's just really hard. My husband's at work all day. I have to take care of him. My other son, who's turning 9, and Wyatt, my autistic son, they don't get along at all. Like, never. And all they're doing is fighting, and Wyatt is very violent. That's another thing that comes with his autism is he has seizures from me. So he has autism, he has seizures. He was diagnosed with Klinefelter's. If anybody knows what that is, I will explain it in a second. When he was doing tests for his seizures, he was diagnosed with Klinefelter's. And then they say that he is schizophrenic, but they can't diagnose him with that because of all the other little side effects from everything else he has can equal schizophrenia. So, like, we're just in this big bundle of problems. Like, he constantly steals because he doesn't know that you have to pay for things. We try to explain to him, and even though, like, it seems he understands, like, it doesn't matter. His thing of life is, if he wants it, he gets it. It's like his overactive desire, or what do they call it? Oh, they have a name for it. Temptation. It's just, there's so many things. He's a hoarder. He can't control his urges. He can't control his, I can't think of that word. I know the word, and I'll think of it. But he has so many things that he wants to do. Like, he always says he's the king of the world. He's the king because he gets everything he wants. He's seriously actually taken over me and my husband. Like, he's the parent and we are the kids, which we don't understand because we're trying so hard, which makes me so happy that I'm actually, for the first time ever, tomorrow going to a support group of autistic parents, and they're gonna talk about it, and we're kind of like what I'm trying to do now. We're gonna talk about it and how, like, it's not just me out there, when he doesn't get the Legos that he wants inside a store, or just passing by, I want that, because he touches every single thing on the shelf, like, because he's a hoarder. He wants that, he wants that, he wants that. He'll, like, throw himself down on the ground and kick and scream, and, like, it'll get everybody's attention, and I'm trying to stop him. I'm trying to calm him down, explain to him why we can't. They're like $100, which is ridiculous for Legos, but still we can't buy them for him, stuff like that. And like one day I even picked him up and tried to hug him tight, and stop him from kicking, and just give him so much love so his anger would stop, and he kicked somebody else on accident that was walking down the aisle. And I guess they went to some person in the store, and that person who worked in the store kicked us out, So it's like, it's really hard to go shopping or do any errands that we need to do with Wyatt, because, like, as I said, he still steals things. He just throws temper tantrums all the time. We get kicked out of storage, which I think is freaking ridiculous, because my son is autistic. They let dogs in stores over, with food and everything. They let dogs in stores over my son. That really makes me mad. But, like, he's so determined all the time to get what he wants. And if he can't have it, he gets violent. He gets angry. And that anger sometimes causes seizures, which makes it worse. And they say it's partly the Klinefelters with the thing that, I read an article online that says usually Klinefelter kids are considered spoiled, angry brats or something like that. But they're not. It's just like, the way that their body was made from this Klinefelters, which is, if nobody knows, usually a boy has the genes of an XY. Well, if you have Klinefelters, you have XXXXY. You have extra genes. And it's like when you have, you can grow man boobs, you can start puberty early, like he's already getting acne all over his face, and he started that at like 6 years old. And he's always asking me, Mom, pop my blacks, because he gets blackheads. And since I do that to him, like, you might see my face is all red from sunburn right now, but I usually have breakouts, because to make him feel better, I let him do it to me too, because I don't want to make him feel like he's the only one. And it's just, there's so many things that he's like. The school, he went to a regular school, and they said that they couldn't handle him anymore. He had to go to a special school that was made for kids just like him. So we take him to this school, and they won't even let me inside, let alone talk to me about things, so I don't even know if I can mention their name. Breaking the policies or something. I don't know what goes on in this school. They say there's a new law to where they can't touch your children, which is ridiculous, because, like, I'll sign a paper or something because he's jumped over fences, and they say, they can't get him. There was somebody I heard that got arrested because there was a child stuck in a tree, and they touched him or something, like they helped him down, unlike any teacher or policeman would do, which was ridiculous. But this new law where you can't touch a kid in school, I understand it's because, they feel they might be violated, but out of like the 1% of people who actually would, compared to the 90% that wouldn't, my kid is somebody who needs help, who needs somebody to touch him, to grab him when he goes and runs in the street. I mean, one day I got a call from the teacher, and I said, they sounded exactly like this. This pissed me off. It's like, Miss Conyers, we just want to inform you that your son is missing, and he didn't cooperate in class today. I'm like, wait, missing? Yes, he's missing. He'll turn up, but he didn't cooperate in class, and we feel that he's not doing too well. I'm like, no, just stop talking about him not cooperating in class. You need to go look for him. we can't go off the boundaries of the school. And he climbed over the fence again, and he ran into the road, and I'm like, did you call the cops? Did you call? Well, he hasn't actually violated anything. I'm like, he jumped over the freaking fence into, I said, get off the phone with me, call the damn cops. I'm going to call you back in 5 minutes to see what's going on. So I called my parents, I told them, I called my husband, I told him, they all agreed with me, this was freaking ridiculous. So then I called the school back after I talked to them, and they said, oh, we found him. I'm like, and you didn't call me? And they're like, no, we just thought, it was okay, he was in school now. And I'm like, you told me my son was missing, and then you found him. He returned to class or whatever, and then you didn't call me to inform me? I mean, that really pissed me off. Well, it's the regulations. We can't really tell you what goes on in class, and these laws have gotten so out of hand that it's freaking ridiculous. I have somebody from an agency that helps people with autism. I think I can mention their name. It's Valley Mountain Regional. I love her so much. She is helping me. She told me I need to go to a meeting of client privileges and rights because the school is treating my child like trash. Like, they even say it's made for kids like him with his, he loves Five Nights at Freddy, and I hate that they even came out with that because it was meant for adults, but then kids loved it. And now my son, who is anger, aggressive, wants to kill, he's always talking about zombies. He's obsessed with zombies, always wanting to chop them up in pieces, and he loves talking. He knows what that guillotine or whatever the hell that thing's called in the past that chopped off heads. I didn't even know what the hell that was called. I'm like, where do you learn all this stuff from school? I'm like, you learn that from school. Well, the games that we play, they play Minecraft. Like, if he does work, then they'll give him Minecraft, because I've seen research that with kids with autism, Minecraft helps. But they also gave him Plants and Zombies and different video games, and I told him he can only play Minecraft. I'm sorry, I don't know what the heck you're showing him or giving him permission to play, but he can only play Minecraft. And because of that, he doesn't get Five Nights at Freddy's, and I've gave him restrictions, and the other kids do. He always gets so angry, and when he does, he throws desks, and he hurts people, and they say that they can't take it anymore. They can't take care of him, that even though this is a school that's made to know how to deal with kids like this, that they're gonna send him to a school that is hour away. He's gonna ride the bus 2 hours in the morning, go to school 2 hours, and then ride home 2 hours because they can't handle him anymore, which I think is freaking ridiculous. So that is why the wonderful woman is telling me the rights and stuff, because I've even asked, since he's autistic and he doesn't like to be around people, can he have a one-on-one teacher? I've seen that happen. When I was in high school, I had this one guy I know that had problems like this, and it was ADHD or something, and anytime he got near him, he'd get angry. So he had a one-on-one teacher, and she was wonderful, and that's what I want for my son. But they're saying that the school can't afford it and all. I'm like, but you can afford to send my son down an hour away on a bus and 4 hours on a bus each day? That's ridiculous. So, but it's just getting back to the part, there's his bad moments more than his good moments, but when I do catch the good moments, it's amazing, and it's very hard, very, very hard. Even though my other son was not diagnosed with autism, I feel he has it too. If not has it, has to deal with it too. And the sad thing is, he's only 8 turning 9, and he's already way mature than a 9-year-old should be. He's very, very smart. They say that he might even have it, but a different spectrum of it, because he's very smart, being considered a genius. Not where he can play the piano, like any other little kid could do at 6 years old that would go to concerts and stuff like that. But they say, which was hard to explain, and I'm going to explain it here. If you've seen the movie Lucy, you know what I'm talking about. But the doctor explained this to me. When you're little, you know, your brain is only using like 10%. Or it wasn't 10 yet. It was like 3%. You know, the older you get, the more percentage of your brain is used. And he said, right now, your son should be using like 3%. He's using like 5%. And he said that is considered a genius, even though he's like not like acing his tests and everything like that and all. It's like the term, I guess, a diagnosis of genius, because he has extra sensitivity. He's scared of like everything. He can, like, his hearing is extra strong, his senses are extra strong. I mean, his seeing, it kind of hurts sometimes because it's just sensitivity. And he has something going on, but we're trying to take care of both of them, but I have my health, I have my son's health, I have my other son now that I realized I just took him, figured out he has a hunched back, and that's why he has winged scapula, if you know what that is. So, with my brain surgery, my son autistic, and my other son having health problems, it's like, oh my god. So much to handle. And if there's anybody out there that is going through the same thing, not just exactly the same thing, but just even autism, please talk to me, please. I mean, I out of all these videos I've made, I've got one person who've made comments on my music videos saying they like them and stuff, and I'm like, can you please share? Because, like, I get no views at these videos. It's mostly me just rewatching them. I get, like, 2 likes on every video. Even matter of fact, my littlest, who's turning 9, his name is Zane, but he did this video where he sang from Bendy, a video game, some other dark horror cartoon, but he's mature enough to where I let him watch that. But he sang this song called Can't Be Erased, and it's got rap, it's got deep voice, it's got like high pitch. I mean, it's got many different ranges, and how he did it so wonderful. Oh, I would so like you to watch that. I was so proud of him. It was amazing. But I don't know, I feel that they get that from me. The music talent, they get that from mommy. I'm not the greatest in the world, I'm not, but you know, it's gonna be amazing if my boys are even better than me. It would melt my heart, you know, because sometimes it's like you're a parent and you want this dream, but because you're a parent, you can't have it, and then your kids get it for you, you know, like, they even say, like, I've had some family members say that Zane's a lady killer because he's, like, so cute and everything, and he only has friends at school. He's being picked on like I did. I predicted that he was going to be picked on and bullied all the time, and it's the same thing. Like, I hung out with guys in school, girls always picked on me. Same thing with him. He's hanging out with girls in school and the guys pick on him. So it's like, you know, if he becomes a singer, he's going to have it all, and I would just love that. It would be so amazing. But this is just the first little section of my quick explaining the little things that are big things, I should say. A little bit of the big things I go through with the autism. Each time that I do an autism video, I'm going to take one of those subjects and talk about them, just that subject specifically. So, but this is just the introduction, I guess you can say, to my autistic life. And hell, they said that I might even have it myself, not knowing, you know, that's where they got it from. But that's why we're doing genetic testing, and hopefully the hospital will get back to us soon, because they never do. And the government these days, everything, insurance, you never know. But thank you for watching, and I will attach the video and hope you like it. Please comment, please share, please like.